Subject: English language. Level: Secondary 4. Topic: Use of past participle phrases in writing. Use of past participle phrases in writing 1. 上兩堂提過 present participle phrase， 今堂繼續教 past participle phrases. Past participle phrases. A past participle phrase begins with a past participle, that is the ed, en, etc. form of a verb. It replaces the subject plus a passive verb in the simple present or simple past. A passive verb describes what is done on somebody or on something. Example 1. Joe was told that he was fired. He felt unhappy. Told that he was fired. Joe felt unhappy. Example 2. Our classroom is cleaned every day. It is very hygienic. Cleaned every day. Our classroom is very hygienic. A past participle clause, a reduced relative clause. A past participle can be used in the same way as a simple passive relative clause. For example, we read the email sent by the manager. We read the email that had been sent by the manager. Example: this vase, made in China in the 14th century, is very valuable. This vase, which was made in China in the 14th century, is very valuable. Example: she only eats cakes made by her mother. She only eats cakes that are made by her mother. The past participle phrase is subsidiary to the main idea and often conveys a sense of climax. It is often in passive voice. Look at the examples. Injured in the accident. He was sent to the hospital. Examples. Introduced by the host, the guest gave a speech. Accompanied by her mother, she entered the music hall. Destroyed by the fire, the temple was never rebuilt. Task 1. Join the two ideas together by using the past participle phrase. The first one has been done for you as an example. 1. The children were introduced to music by their mother. The children developed their interest in music. Introduced by mother, the children developed their interest in music. 2. The woman felt embarrassed. The woman was scolded in public. Scolded in public, the woman felt embarrassed. 3. Dennis was troubled by a bad toothache. Dennis had to see the dentist. Troubled by a bad toothache, Dennis had to see the dentist. 4. Uncle Ming was fired suddenly. Uncle Ming feels quite frustrated. Fired suddenly, Uncle Ming feels quite frustrated. 5. I am not excited by the news. I showed no reaction. Not excited by the news. I showed no reaction. Task 2. Join the two ideas together by using past participle phrase. The first one has been done for you as an example. 1. The thief was chased by some policemen. The thief jumped into the river. Chased by some policemen, the thief jumped into the river. 2. Sally was scolded by her mother. Sally shut herself in the bedroom. Scolded by her mother, Sally shut herself in the bedroom. 3. The car was hit by a minibus. It crashes into a wall. Hit by a minibus, the car crashed into a wall. 4. The boys cheered loudly. The boys were praised by their team leader. Praised by their team leader, the boys cheered loudly. 5. Kingston is known for his wit. Kingston is very popular among his friends. Known for his wit, Kingston is very popular among his friends. Task 3. Complete the following sentences in your own words. The first one has been done for you as an example. 1. Shocked by the accident, the little girl cried loudly. 2. Trapped in a cage, the lion roared loudly to the hunter. 3. Guided by the tour guide, we visit a number of famous tourist spots in Hong Kong. 4. Taught by a famous painter, I felt my painting skills have improved tremendously. 5. Given by the second chance, the football player started to avoid a foul behavior more than before. 6. Scolded by his father, Jackie felt very angry with himself. Task 4. 你可以首先按暫停閱讀並完成題目。New breed offers dying devil's hope. Rewrite the following underlined parts using present or past participle phrases. It has been hundreds of years since Tasmanian devil last lived on the Australian bed in the misty hills of Barrington Tops in New South Wales. A pioneer group is being bred for survival. 1. Tasmanian devils are rat-like in appearance but with a marsupial pouch and carnivorous jaws that can crack bone. Tasmanian devils are an enigmatic Australian species. 2. They were called devils by early British settlers. They were reclusive creatures who sleep by day and forage by night and are best known for their guttural cries. 3. But the burrowing, tree-climbing animals are in a battle for survival against an aggressive and contagious facial cancer which experts fear could make them extinct in the wild as little as 5 years. 4. The cancer is spread when a healthy devil bites an infected devil's face. The cancer can cause death within months. 5. That's where Barrington Tops, a national park in the Hunter Valley, comes in. Devil Ark is what keeper Adrian Good described as a free-range captive breeding project. 6. Devils are kept in densely vegetated pens of between 2 and 3 football fields in size. They are chosen by experts from a genetics book to optimize breeding. 7. The keepers are working hard to save the creature. They are targeting 350 by 2016 with plans for as many as 1,000 in the years after. Let us look at the past participle phrase in each answer. 1. Being rat-like in appearance but with a marsupial pouch and carnivorous jaws that can crack bone, Tasmanian devils are an enigmatic Australian species. 2. Called devils by early British settlers, they, Tasmanian devils, are reclusive creatures who sleep by day and forage by night and are best known for their guttural cries. 3. Spread when a healthy devil bites an infected devil's face, the cancer can cause death within months. 4. Capes in densely vegetated pens of between 2 and 3 football fields in size. They, Tasmanian devils, are chosen by experts from a genetic stock book to optimize breeding. 5. Working hard to save the creature. They, the keepers, are targeting 350 by 2016 with plans for as many as 1,000 in the years after. Exercise. Rewrite the following underlined parts using present or past participle phrases. 1. A Tiger Summit was held by officials from 13 countries in Russia. The summit aimed to save tigers on the brink of extinction. 2. After the officials held a meeting, they would sign a declaration to save the iconic bobcats from extinction. 3. The 13 countries agreed to preserve and enhance tigers' habitats. However, the 13 countries will need about $350 million in outside funding in the first 5 years of the 12-year plan. 4. The number of tigers has plunged by over 95% in the past century. The number has only increased in Russia, from several dozens to some 500 now. Wildlife experts, however, say that the Siberian tigers are still endangered. Their pelts, bones, and meat are prized in traditional Chinese medicine, and some 100 of them are killed annually to smuggled to China. 5. Many of the countries are impoverished. Such countries will be seeking donor commitments to help finance conservation measures. Answer key. 1. Held by officials from 13 countries in Russia, the Tiger Summit aimed to save tigers on the brink of extinction. 2. After holding the meeting, they, the officials, would sign a declaration to save the iconic big cats from extinction. 3. Agreeing to preserve and enhance tigers' habitats, the 13 countries will need about $350 million in outside funding in the first 5 years of the 12-year plan. 4. Having plunged by over 95% in the past century, the number of tigers has only increased in Russia, from several dozens to some 500 now. 5. Being impoverished, such countries will be seeking donor commitments to help finance conservation measures.